think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hi guys, it's me Jillian. Welcome back to my channel and my very first bullet journal plan with me setup for 2021. Now, I know what you're thinking. It is mid-January and I am barely setting it up. But in my defense, I highly underestimated how hard it was going to be to record and bullet journal at the same time. Anyways, we got through it and here we are with the bullet journal setup. So let's begin. Actually, before we begin, I just want to talk about the bullet journal that I'm using for this year. The journal that I decided to use is the Vivid Scribbles journal. The front page includes a key page and an index page, which I don't really use. The little dots are a little dark gray and they are closer to the margins in this book, but that's not really a deal breaker for me. The book also comes with 3 ribbon tabs, which I enjoy because usually I see 1 or 2. The pages are 160 GSM and comes with 200 pages, which for me is a big plus because I like to use the whole book for the whole year instead of splitting it. The back pages have a pen test, which is really convenient, so I don't have to allot pages for that. And then also at the very end cover is a nice little pocket which you can fill with any loose papers or stickers and such. So all the designing, drawing, layout planning was done off camera just because I just thought it would be boring to watch me erase, redraw, and continuously do that. So what was left is the final version of this journal and all the outlining and coloring, which I thought would be more fun to watch. But again, this is my first time recording a bullet journal setup, so we learn as we go and see what works and what doesn't. Hopefully you enjoy this process with me. In 2020, I did one theme for the whole year, and that theme was Disney. This time, I wanted to do the same thing except anime. Why? Because anime's awesome. So to kick it off, the first spread of this year is going to be my yearly log, or the future log. Here I write special events, birthdays, important dates, and I find this spread really useful because sometimes my monthlies aren't done in time, so I want a place to write things that are happening in the future. For the doodles of this spread, I decided to go with something simple like Pokeballs because there are a lot of variations and they're really cute and easy to draw. For my next spread, I have the 2021 goals page. So I really liked how this spread turned out. I thought the gym badges and Pokemon championship trophies really complemented the theme of this spread, which is goals, and just like Ash Ketchum, I'm trying to be the very best, like no one ever was. In this spread, I split up my goals into 8 categories, which are mantra, running, finance, mental, fitness, education, social, and career. And at the end of every month, I do a monthly review based off these categories to see if I went closer to my goal or further to my goal. That way I hold myself accountable for the goals that I'm setting for this year. So for the next page, I decided to do a places to visit but with a twist. I try to incorporate the Pokemon map, but I didn't want to draw too much since I needed all the space to write places I wanted to go see. The next spread, I combined 4 different spreads into one. The first is things to check out. Second is wish list. Third is content ideas. And last is when did I last change. I decided to combine all of these together because I didn't think these spreads needed a full page on its own. And last year, when I did some of these on their own, I ended up with blank spaces, so to avoid that, I decided to give them each a quarter spread. I can't tell you how much I loved how this turned out. I don't think of myself as a great artist, but I think the starter Pokemon turned out so cute. And if you're wondering, my go-to Pokemon is always the water type. Team Squirtle for life. This next spread is my running log and my training calendar. So I had this brilliant idea of making the spread in the shape of a Pokédex and then cutting the sides out in a semi-Dutch door fashion to imitate the flap of a Pokédex. And I just continued to do the same thing over and over again until I had enough pages that I wanted. So if you're going to do the same thing, just count how many pages you're going to need and cut out the sides. And to make everything pop, I'm just going to go back and outline everything in black. So off camera, I drew all the calendars on the flaps, 2 months per flap, and then on the left hand side, I'm currently drawing the grid, which will show how many miles I ran or walked or hiked in any given day of the month. So right now I'm going to draw the whole January through December grid. So I used to draw the run log in the beginning of the year and the run calendars on the monthly spread. So if I had the January one, it would be in January, February, etc. But this year I decided to put all the calendars in the same spot. That way it'll be easier to plan my runs instead of flipping back and forth between the pages. So the last part of the spread is basically a bucket list of all the races that I want to do. Some of them I'm currently training for, or some of them I'm already signed up for, but I just like to see what races are available to me this year or maybe next year. You never know, because due to the pandemic, some of them have been canceled or moved, so here's where I write them all. Alright, we are finally at the last spread of the 2021 setup, and it's going to be the life plan and the brain dump. For the life plan, I decided to draw a little doodle of Professor Oak because who better to tell you how to plan your life than Professor Oak? And honestly, I've probably drawn my life plan in every bullet journal that I've done, because I feel like if I write down what I want in like the overall life over and over again, it helps me stay focused and committed to my goals. And for the brain dump, I decided to keep it really simple. I just put a little doodle of the Pokemon trainer's backpack, and that's it. So next we have the coloring part, but unfortunately I didn't realize how long this video was already, so all the coloring had to be done off camera, but hopefully you still enjoy my setup. And now for the flip through. And that's it, my 2021 bullet journal intro setup. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.